Okay, so when it's done, unscrew this, tilt it to get some of the extra resin off there. Then you can pop it right in the washing bin here. You can take it off or leave it on here. There's a little extra resin on here, so that's a bit of a make the water dirtier, but it's very convenient to just go ahead and drop this in, especially if you have multiple models on there. But like I say, you can pop it off ahead of time and just put them in there as well. Either way is okay. And just pop it in, lid on, and then turn on the machine. And 2 or 3 minutes will do it, but I usually do it. There's no harm in overwashing it, so I usually do it for 5 minutes. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, and then once it's done, just take it out. Super simple. Okay. And then you just want to let it dry before you cure it. And definitely comes out better the drier it is. So if you try and cure it while it's still wet, it'll get, discoloration and stuff like that. You can try and speed it up, like use a mini hair dryer if you're trying to hurry things up. Otherwise, just let it go. Depending on the workflow or whatever, I would say at least a half an hour just to get it so it's dry. And at this point, this is when you want to, after you've washed it, but before you cure it, if you had supports or something like on there, then you clip out the supports and then, use any of these various tools here. There's all kinds of tools they have out here to, get rid of extra, resin and stuff like that. Now's the time to do that. You can do it also after it's cured, but it's soft now, so the supports will come off better. Even with your hand, the supports will come off nice than when it's dried. Like I say, you can still, when it's dried, do fine tuning and stuff like that, like buff it down and stuff like that. But after you wash and before you dry is a good time to get rid of the supports and do stuff like that, okay? So let it dry, and then we'll do the curing after this. Okay, so when it's dry, you can, most times prints, you can just break them off, or you can use one of these tools, like scrape it off with this, or this, or this. So that's fine. For these, the base is pretty, has a lot of surface contact, so it can be hard to get off. So, it takes some force. I found this is actually a really great tool. These are a bunch of these out there, this type of thing. And if you just get under there, it pops off pretty easy. So notice how there's some resin running out of this. There are a few things we can do for that. It's fine, you can just let it run like that and then catch it and clean it up. That's because, we have this kind of unique thing we're making here where we have this inside for the toothpaste cap and then a cap on the head. So in the modeling software, you can put a hole actually in the head to make it release when it's being made and things like that. But in any case, if nothing else, you just let this clear out and then set it on the curing station on top of something so you don't make a mess there. Just pop it in the curing station, pop the lid on, and then for something this size, 3 minutes will really do, but I like to put it on for like 5 minutes. And so it's nice and cured. And just hit start and wait, and it'll cure it. And when it's done, be fully hardened and dry so that you can touch it with your bare hands and things like that. And that's it.